everybody. I'm recording this in the middle of the day, so it's not in the morning. So if you're watching in the morning, good morning. If you're watching in the afternoon, good afternoon. And if you're watching in the evening, good evening. But today is a windy, overcast day, and it's supposed to be summer here. And look how I'm dressed. I'm all dressed, all warm and cozy, because I went out this morning and I sat with somebody in an exam room, and I was dressed in short sleeves and open toes, and I came home. I did take a jacket, but the one secretary at the school didn't have her jacket, so I left my jacket. Then I got home like an ice block. I had to have a cup of tea, which I don't think I'm warm enough yet because I'm having another cup of tea. And it says tea. This is actually my daughter Tamara's cup. Don't tell her. Anyway, Isaiah 2 verse 12 says, "The Lord Almighty has a day in store for the proud and lofty, for all that is exalted, and they will be humbled." Now, this one makes me fear a little bit, because sometimes I will say something like, I have been an aromatherapist for 25 years. You can't tell me that, there's not much I don't know, or, there are things I don't know. So there's these things that we are in pride. And I have been looking at what's going on in the world and how self-important everybody is trying to be. And often it's because they have been marginalized and crushed down. And that makes sense, that they want to stand up and say, hey, look at me. I am also here. I'm also important, and I'm also human. I'm also what God also made me. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a point of pride for people. And also, um, somebody I pray with was asking me, we were talking about Saul, King Saul, and how we felt that maybe God set him up for failure. Because if you read the scriptures, I've also been listening to a rabbi, and he was saying we don't always understand the nuances of the old language, and so we might not understand around Saul. So if you've read scriptures in the Bible, and you know that you are serving a lovely, calm, loving, peaceful God, you must also know that he's very strict around certain things. So you must love the Lord your God first, and then your neighbor as yourself. And then later on, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And those are the things that should rule your life. All the other things come after that, because that is the core, that is the pinnacle, that is the first truth. Then there's many other truths after that. But you'll see they all connect up. And so when we are boastful and prideful, we become our own God. And then we're not loving God first. When we are boastful and proud and pushing others down, and I see a lot of that happening, companies are not paying their people enough. Landlords are overcharging their rent. Suppliers are making it difficult for smaller businesses. They only want to supply to big businesses. Bigger businesses, bigger retails are putting the pinch on their wholesalers. And so everybody's trying to get something out of somebody else. It feels like that to me sometimes. I don't know, and so we're just trying to lift an economy. We're just trying to live our lives. And we have all this pride happening. Because we want to drive this car, or we want to live in that area, or we want to send our children to that school. And I'm not excluding myself. My children, we work very hard to keep my child, the one child that's still in school. My other two also went through there to a private school. We're paying for a university that has got top quality for my one daughter. We're looking for something for my next daughter. And so I'm not saying that I don't struggle with this. But we really must be very careful that we ourselves don't become that point of worship for ourselves. I am doing this, I'm so fabulous. We can be proud of the work we've done. I am busy getting ready for a market, and you'll see my things here, and there's another shelf over there, and I'm busy, pricing things, and I'm busy putting things up, a list of things that I'm going to be selling, and that kind of thing. And we must really not be at a place where we do not know that God comes first, that people around us must be considered with the love of God. And then we must know where our place is there. And it is within that, when we work and flourish, that we can have a pride, and our God can look at us with pride and say, that is a woman or a man, or a woman or a man after my own heart. Because that's kind of what we ultimately want. We want to be somebody after God's own heart. I hope this has made sense. It's just something that was burning in my spirit. Have a wonderful day, and we'll speak again tomorrow.